Hello Libra, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. If this resonates, please like, share and subscribe. Now this is spirit advice, spirit guides advice. So we're going to take some tarot and then I'll get an animal message to see the overall message for this reading. But the guidance says the Five of Wands here, Five of Wands, the beautiful Ten of Cups, blessings, the Five of Swords. So there's two fives, so this is about change, some sort of change here. This comes out all the time just now for lots of signs. The Two of Swords. The overall central energy is the beautiful Empress energy, Venus, love energy. The Seven of Pentacles here. The Two of Wands. The High Priestess, which is your intuition here, your gut feeling on things. And the Three of Wands. Now we'll take an animal spirit message here. And the overall message is the Lynx, Keeper of Secrets. Keeper of Secrets. And what they're saying here is, take time out from the world to be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. So we're talking about intuition here. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So this is taking time out for yourself here, because what we're really needing to do here is we're needing to make a decision here, and we need to be listening to our intuition. Now, our intuition is your higher soul voice, your gut feeling, whatever you want to call it here, but your intuition is going to be your guide to a decision that needs to be made. Now, this decision might be a decision that you're putting off, but the decision is to do whatever you're passionate about. It's about getting you onto the right path for growth, onto the right path that's going to be, you're going to be enthusiastic about. And this is a decision that's highly important, because what it's doing is it's getting you onto a creative path, something you're going to really enjoy here. And it's also going to enable you to move towards the three, which is planning. And it's planning for your future here, most definitely. So it's time to take some time out here and really connect in with your intuition and decide how you want to go forward with something. Now, this can occur because we have been putting efforts into something and we're reviewing it here. So this is like saying, I've been putting my effort into something here and I'm questioning it now. So this could be to do with money, relationships, environments, or finances. It's anything that's tangible in your life. So everything that affects your everyday life. So this decision could affect any area of your life, one or more. But what Spirit's saying here is that there's going to have to be compromises made. There's going to have to be flexibility and a middle path made so that these changes can be brought in, so that this, you make this decision and this is what it's going to involve. So it can feel as if we're winning the battle but not the war here. It can feel as if we're compromising. Compromising isn't giving in. It's about finding the easiest path forward to get yourself onto this more productive path so that you're happy and passionate about what you're investing your time in and the direction your life is going. So here's changes. The middle path is definitely what's needed to bring the changes in. And this here is about doubt. Don't doubt your ability to do this, because will I, won't I, all that can kind of start with this energy. Stay away from, don't worry about the competition. There's always competition in life. You can take advice from other people, but ultimately it's your decision here how you're going to do this. And also, stay out on other people's sort of petty squabbles, if you like. Don't be drawn into petty things here, because that'll cloud your judgment here. So it's okay for people to give their advice, but ultimately it's your intuition here that's going to guide you down the right path, not other people's. And the overall central energy from doing this is the Empress energy. Now, this is about love, care. So be good to yourself here. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can create this beautiful energy around you, a beautiful environment, whatever it may be here. You don't have to tell everybody your plans, your secrets, because we're talking about here a keeper of secrets. So you can take time out to think yourself about it before you announce it to everyone else, because you don't want to be cajoled by other people here. This is about you creating something beautiful for yourself. So loving everything about your life. This is rebirth and rejuvenation. For some people, this could be pregnancy, starting a family, trying again, whatever it may represent for you. But rebirth, rejuvenation, and creating a lot of beautiful things around you. And what happens is when we're enthusiastic and passionate about what we're investing our time and energies into, we can align with this Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups is blessings after challenges. Now, it is a 10, so it's going to take work. Anything to do with Pentacles takes work. We have to work on these things, put the effort in. But we can, the rewards will come in. The blessings will come in if you focus and you are making the right compromises, choices, changes to keep yourself on that right path towards enthusiasm and growth in your life. So I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. But I'm now going to do Gemini. I'll get rid of these cards here. There we go. Pop them in here. And we'll put that one over there. So hello Gemini, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. If there's any of it resonates, please like, share and subscribe. This is a message from your guides, advice from your guides. So I'm going to take the advice from Tarot and then we'll get a animal message for the overall feeling for the reading. Now we've got Temperance energy here, which is Sagittarius energy. We've got the Four of Wands. We've got the beautiful Two of Cups here, very well balanced energy there. The Three of Pentacles, twos to threes. The overall central energy is sixes, which is victory cards, so success coming there. We've got a Tower moment. We've the beautiful Seven of Cups. The Five of Pentacles, and fives are change for me, and it's below the six, so we need to look at that. And then the Nine of Pentacles, which is the Young Empress card. So we'll just take an Animal Spirit card to get a bit of advice. Extra advice here. Eagle and Mastery. Eagle and Mastery. You're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds, I beg your pardon, the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Now this is about you soaring high, taking control, being in control of your own destiny. That's really what this is about. Now what we've got here is a Tower moment. Now, I know it's difficult, but Tower moments are blessings in disguise. So this has happened because things have been built on a stable ground. What Spirit is wanting for you is something more stable that will last the test of time. Now, this could be any area of your life because we have got the Five of Pentacles here. So it could be to do with money, relationships, finances, or career. So we don't want to be focusing on a weakness instead of our strengths. To come out of this Tower moment, we are going to need healing. We are going to need time. But we have to understand that this is a journey that you're on. It's a spiritual journey you're on. And Tower moments happen to release yourselves from things that are not going to stand the test of time. So if you've been in a situation and it's not suiting you and you're not doing anything about it, then Tower moments can happen. The universe will step in to redirect you to get you onto the right path. And what we're saying here is we do not want to be feeling in a place of lack. Now, that's easy to say at this stage. I do understand that if you're going through a Tower moment. So take the time to heal, take the time to try and understand why this has happened. And don't go through life as if your cup's half empty instead of half full, because you will attract more of that energy in. So to get out of this Tower moment, we have to understand the lessons that we have to learn here, and we have to be in a positive place. And you can ask for support here. You can get refuge. These people could get refuge in this church here. So don't be afraid to ask for support if it's needed at this time. But we really need to let go and heal from this Tower moment and move into a place to recognise where we are at in this certain stage of the journey. So it's like saying, this is where I am. What can I do now to build on the blessings that I do have, or the money I do have, if it's been financial, the environment, the relationships I have. It's really about looking at that and reevaluating your situation. And that's what Tower moments happen for, so that we can reevaluate things. Now, this really is about looking at your options, most definitely, and understanding that there are better things out there for you. And whatever you've been through has made you wiser. So, we do go through challenging times where we make choices that hit dead ends or that are not for us, or we've got habits that don't work out for us. Whether this is internal or external, always trust and believe that there's better out there. And Spirit is saying here that you are the master of your life path, and you can change direction and you can make wiser choices for yourself. Now, this can be very overwhelming, definitely. But the point being here that you are open now. If you accept your Tower moment as part of your spiritual journey and understand that this is opening up new paths for you. And it's opening up paths so that you can have more well-balanced things in your life. So you're going to feel at one with everything around you. This is the heart of who you are. This is your soul, your heart, the essence of who you are. And you need to be in balance and you need to be at one with yourself and things around you. And this is to do, obviously, it's cups, to do with your happiness. So happiness is paramount here, most definitely. It's also about being around people that get you, good friends, good partnerships. So like I said earlier, if you need help, go to the people that you can trust, that you can relate to. But this is also could be new opportunities for the right people coming into your life as well. Now, cups are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So, this is something that could make way for the right relationships, the right friendships, and the right, financial balance. However this represents, this is everything balancing out. Being on the same page as people around you as well is highly important. And what you can do then is you can plan for your future. When you're making these choices, you're starting to plan for the future. Now, we can think about things and we can say, I'm going to do this, but we need to take the first step forward. And putting plans in place and being serious about it and making that step forward is definitely going to help. So we can stand here forever or we can move forward. You have the right of choice, of freedom. And when we make the plans, we can start to work. We're getting our enthusiasm back here because ones are about enthusiasm. So this is about getting your mojo back. It's about being creative. It's about enjoying whatever you're investing your time and your energies into. It's planning for a more stable future, a more exciting future. And what happens here is we bring in stability. Now, this is stability as long as we're committing to what we're doing, because we have to align. To go from the 3 of the 4 to the 4, we're aligning. And this brings a lot of success and victory in for you, your family. Now, it could be that you meet somebody here that's a good love partnership, romantic partnership, a good friendship, a good business partnership here. And it leads to great stability here and security. But we need to work on these things, most definitely. And for some of you, it could even lead to marriage if it's romantic. And the overall central energy, which the universe and spirit's advice here is, this is what they're wanting for you. They're wanting you to have success and victory after challenging times. So that's what this Tower moment's about. It's about understanding that you need to be enthusiastic about things. You need to have more stable things in your life. You need to enjoy things. And when we go forward, you go towards victory and success. And this is public recognition as well. So like I say, the right people showing up, people admiring you and respecting you for what you're doing, the choices you're making and the achievements and the success that you're bringing in. And that all comes from having a mentality of, or an outlook in life of, I can rebuild this. I can start from where I'm at now and I can look to the future. And I am glad for what I have in my life at this moment in time. And I can build on that. And then what happens is we come into this young Empress energy. Now, the Empress energy can be, for some people, the singles card, but it doesn't have to be. It can be as well that you are being independently minded and knowing how much of yourself to give. We spoke about friendships. They should be reciprocal. We should have good work-life balances going on. We should have a good financial plan where we know how much to spend and how much to save. This is a very confident energy. So you're starting to feel the success coming in. You're starting to see the results of your work and you're starting to make confident decisions for your future and creating a great environment around you. And what happens then is we bring this beautiful balance in. Now, this is a major arcana card, so it does take patience, Gemini, to get here. It might take time, so be good to yourself. But what happens with this kind of balance is that your emotions are balancing out here as well. So if there's any anger and frustrations that have gone on, we've got fire and water here, we're balancing it out. And it's a beautiful ending to this upheaval that you've been through here. So definitely your options are open. Always try and look at what you have rather than what you don't have, and that will work in your favour. Okay, I hope that helps. Now, I am going to do Aquarius. Excuse me. I'll just pop these back in here. There we go now. Hello Aquarius, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. If any of this resonates, please like, share and subscribe. Now this is immediate guidance, advice from your spirit guides. So I'm going to take the tarot here and see what the guidance involves. So we've got the Three of Pentacles, the beautiful wish fulfillment card, the Nine of Cups, the Emperor card, which is Aries energy, the Lovers card, which means choices. The overall central energy is the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords here, the Nine of Swords, the beautiful Sun card, the most auspicious card in the deck, and the beautiful Sixes, which Six of Wands, which is success. Now I'm just going to get a card here to explain this further. It's an animal spirit card. Here we are. I'll take the one on the top. And we have Tiger Fire. Tiger Fire. And it's saying here, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Now, this really is about you taking control. It's about strength here. It's about courage. And it's about getting in the driving seat. And the reason I'm saying that is because we have the Emperor energy on the table. Now, this is about you taking control, understanding that you are the master of your own destiny and the architect in your own life. So this is good, solid decisions being made here about your future. Now, I'm starting off with this card because this is what the Tiger Fire is all about, and it's really the Spirit's advice. But this is what Spirit wants for you. This is what they want you to be. So you need to get in the driving seat here. You need to take control of things. You need to be disciplined here in the way you go about things and to bring stability into your life. Now, we have got the Three of Swords here and we've got the Nine of Swords. And this is heartbreak, upset, it's worry, it's anxiety, it's sleepless nights. It'll be different degrees for different people. But what I would say about the Three of Swords is this is a temporary place that you're in. And we have to let go of the worry now, because worry is not going to connect you in with the universe. It's not going to connect you in with positivity or your intuition here. So we need to start making wise decisions. There's an owl in here in this window. We need to make wise decisions like this Emperor to take control and let the worry go. We need to really, and it's easy to say, accept where we're at is where we're meant to be. This is part of your spiritual growth. And you will get through this, most definitely. Now, what we have here is we have the we have the Lovers card, which for me is about choices. It's definitely about choices here. It's choosing to let go of the worry. It's choosing to accept the disappointments, that these will pass. And it's about getting you back onto a place of getting your mojo back and bringing the stability back in. So the overall central energy is the Five of Pentacles, and this is coming from a place of lack, and that is what needs to change here. There needs to be an acceptance about what you're going through, and we need to focus on what we've got and not what we don't have. And this really is about working on with your strengths and not your weaknesses. And there is support around you if you desire it. This could be somebody who gives you great advice here. It could also be as well that you've been in a relationship with somebody who's been very controlling. So that might apply to some of you as well. And we need to accept that and move on. But what we're doing here is we're looking at life now as if our cup's half full rather than half empty, because we don't want to stay in this energy, because if we stay in this energy, we will attract more of that into your life. So we need to start saying, right, this is where I am. There's an acceptance of this. I'm ready now. Look at the positive things I have in my life, and I'm ready to go forward towards success. And this really is about collaboration. So you could be collaborating with one person or more. Like I say, there might be a great advisor around you here. It could be that you're needing to move your job to a place where you relate to the people that appreciate you. But it's about, teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. And this really is about you and another person or group of people laying solid foundations for your future. So if you have to move job, that would be the case. If you have to find somewhere else to live, that would be the case. So you're working with agents or estate agents, whatever it may be. I'm just giving you examples here. It's about getting yourself into a place where you're appreciated and your skills are valued, and you can lay that solid foundation for the future. And when solid foundations are laid, they will stand the test of time. And the end result to that is because you're focusing on what you have and what you don't have, you're looking very positively at life. You move from the 5 to the 6 and you're getting your mojo back and you start to achieve. This person has been through battle, but they're victorious. They're coming out the other side victorious. Sixes are reward cards, so there could be a lot of public recognition for you as well. So, you know, if it's not worked out with you in a job, you could go somewhere now where people appreciate you. Like I say, they might appreciate your talents. You could end up, you know, working towards promotion. But whatever you're doing here, you're doing it with discipline and you're doing it with passion, and you can see the success coming in there. And what we end up with is we end up with this beautiful outcome. I mean, this spirit guidance couldn't be any clearer. Wish fulfillment coming in and the beautiful sunshine card. Everything is aligning for you here. Happiness, joy coming back into your life. Now, the thing about this wish fulfillment card, and I will say, is we have to align with it to get to the 9 of Cups. So being in this energy of sadness and worry and a place of lack will not bring in this 9 of Cups energy. So we're looking to take control now, like I say, and everything will fall into place. Make the choice to let go the worry. Choose to let go the disappointment. And choose here to be focusing on what you do have and how strong you've been up till now. Don't be being hard on yourself. And what comes in from that is success, stability, being appreciated here. You're taking control of things and more disciplined, and you're creating a beautiful empire, and your happiness and your wish fulfillment will come in from there. Okay, I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. Right, I'm going to do Taurus now. Was it Virgo? I'm going to do Virgo now. No, I'm going to do Taurus. I beg your pardon. I'm going to do Taurus now. I sometimes get a bit mixed up. Hello, Taurus. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel. If this resonates with you, please like, share and subscribe. Now, this is spirit advice. This is advice from your spirit guides. So I'm going to take some tarot just to see what the advice is. And then we'll get an overall feel for the reading with an animal spirit card. So we've got the 8 of Wands, I beg your pardon. The 2 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. The Queen of Swords, mature energy is there. The overall central energy is the 4 of Swords. The Aries, beg your pardon, the Emperor energy here, which it is Aries energy, yep. I'm right. Libra energy, the Justice card. The beautiful young Empress, the 9 of Pentacles here. And we end with the beautiful 10 of Cups. So it's a good reading. We can go forward here. Let's see what the overall central energy is. There's progress here. We have lizard regeneration. Regeneration with lizard. So it says here, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So this is about recovering from something you've been through. And ironically, we do have the overall central energy for this reading is the recovery card. Now, this could be you going through battle of some sort. It could be illness, but it could be to do with any area of your life. It could be for finances, jobs, relationships, whatever's tangible. But what we've got here is we need to take time out now to look after yourself. And what we're doing is we're reflecting on what we're going through. We're not dwelling, we're reflecting on it and the challenges we've been through and how we can review this. How can we use this to go forward? Be good to yourself at this time and pamper yourself. Take your time. There's a healing type of energy around this as well. There's no rush to do anything, but when you decide what you're going to do, you know, things will move forward. So this really is about tuning in with your intuition as well. It can be problem solving. It's a type of brainstorming as well can happen at this time. So this is really about peace, connecting in with yourself, listening to your intuition, and reviewing your situation. And this could be you're weighing things up here. Now, it could be that you've been taking on too much and you've become exhausted, or you're For example, spending too much and not saving enough. It could be you've not got a good work-life balance. You're not enjoying where you're living anymore, whatever this may be. But you're weighing up this situation, and you're reflecting on things that you've learned as you've went through that are causing disappointment in your life. And what happens here is that we end up making disciplined, clear-headed decisions about our future. Now, the Queen of Swords is someone, it can be becoming single, it can be the divorce card, it won't be for everybody, obviously, but it can be cutting people and situations out of your life that no longer serve you. So your intuition could be telling you that that's the way forward if you need to weigh things up. But if it's not that, it's about you making disciplined decisions and having a plan about how you want to go forward here. So the thing about this is once you make your mind up, after this time of reflection, you do not change it, and you're on course. You're definitely on course. And what happens here is that things regenerate because you're taking control now. You're in the driving seat. Now, this could be over somebody who's been very controlling as well, controlling partners, bosses, anybody like that. But this could be you getting control of your life, getting back in that driving seat, like I say, and building something really great because you've cut the people and situations out of your life that are not working for you. Now, what happens here is karmic justice prevails because what happens is what you put into things, you get out of it. And that's what Spirit's reminding you here, the Spirit guidance. So remember, you need to be disciplined, you need to be focused, you need to work on things. Anything to do with Pentacles, everyday life, we need to work on it. So if there's been unfairness, if it's divorce, if it's legal situations, there'll be a fair outcome for everybody. You don't need to go dishing out the punishments here. Do what's right for you and keep your karma right. Most definitely. And what happens here is we become very successful because what we're doing is we're making confident decisions. Again, this is it can be the singles card again. So there could be divorce here, or you could be splitting up a partnership, or you could be leaving a company, anything like that. This is you getting it right. This is success after challenging times. People respecting you for what you're achieving again. This is knowing how much of yourself to give as well. But you're making single-minded decisions, things that are best for you. So good financial plans. I've got a saving plan. I know how much to spend. I know how much to keep. I know how much of myself to give in the future if I've been over-giving in relationships or in workplaces. Because this really is about you reevaluating things so you can create a beautiful environment and be at one with your finances, your home life, your relationships and your work. So there's a lot of success in the future from weighing this up, reflecting on things, most definitely. And what happens when you make these disciplined decisions about your situation, intelligent decisions, you start to move forward very quickly. So things start to change. This could be emails coming in, texts. It could be you putting your desires out to the universe and the universe hearing you and cooperating. So it could be moving house, moving country. It could be going on that holiday you've always desired. So if you need a holiday through you've been ill, it might be having a good financial plan to save for that. So I'm just giving you examples here, but things will move forward very quickly because you're enjoying and you're passionate here about what you're trying to achieve. And what we do is we bring in these blessings. And the Ten of Pentacles really is blessings after challenges. So things will move forward for you, most definitely, but there's a few decisions that need to be made here, and we need to take control of the situation. And all these blessings are out there. And to bring this Ten of Pentacles in, we have to be in alignment with our happiness, our own happiness here. And that's what this Nine of Pentacles is all about. It's about being happy with the way you're running your life, the decisions you're making, and really being in this kind of control will definitely bring the blessings in. Okay, I hope this helps. Now, I am going to do Virgo. Virgo. We'll just pop these in here. Get rid of them. There we are. Hello Virgo, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel. If any of this resonates, please like, share and subscribe. Now this is advice from your spirit guides, so I'm just going to take the advice first. We'll see what the advice is and then we'll get an animal card for the overall feeling of the reading. Now we've got the Seven of Pentacles here. Strength card, which is Leo energy. The Five of Wands, fives are change for me. The Knight of Cups, which is forward moving energy. The overall central energy is a beautiful Empress energy. That's Venus energy, love. The Ten of Cups Beautiful endings there and blessings. The Three of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Lover's card. This is choices. This has come out for nearly every sign. Now we'll just take an overall animal spirit message to just get more here. Coyote, revealer of truth. Coyote, revealer of truth. And what they're saying here is, don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So there's lessons to be learned here. So, there's something here that we're taking very seriously and it's causing upset and heartache. Now, we have to remember that this is all part of our spiritual journey. It's a part of the soul growth and we're learning all the time. So this is a temporary place that you're in, definitely. Now, this could be making a choice about a relationship that you're in that's causing disappointment for you. It might be time to move forward to something that could suit you better. So if you're in a relationship that's not working, you could be making choices over that, but that's not for everybody. Now, what we need to be doing is, the first card out is we're putting our efforts into something here and we're starting to wonder whether it's worth it. So this could be money, finances, relationships, environments, anything that's tangible in your life. So whatever this disappointment is, it's time to believe in yourself that you can turn this around, definitely. So don't take things too seriously. It might be that things are not going as quick as you would like or working out the way you would like, but you might well be a time for choosing how to resolve this or choosing another direction. So choices need to be made with whatever you're investing your time and energies into, whatever it represents for you. Now, this here can be you doubting yourself. Should I, shouldn't I need to make a choice here. This is getting onto the right path. So it could be problem solving. It could be brainstorming. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're on the wrong path. It just means that you might have things that need to be resolved. So I really feel that that's more for everybody than just change here. I think it's you need to be honest with yourself about what needs to be done here to get yourself back onto this path of rejuvenation, definitely. Now, it might be something you're passionate about, you're choosing to do, and sometimes things, you can get hiccups. We can get hiccups, and I kind of feel that the problems are needing to be resolved here. Stay away from competition as well. Don't worry about the competition. That can be another thing that's putting you off here. Don't worry about competition. Don't get too involved in other people's petty squabbles, the politics of companies, antagonistic environments, however this represents, plays out for you here. But really, this is about you bringing in the changes that are needed to keep going. Because I do feel that there's something good here that you're passionate about. I don't think you're particularly on the wrong path. I feel that you need to show some strength here with regards to the progress you're making. Now, this can be courage that you've put your efforts into. You've been strong. So think about how far you've come. Think about how far you've come and what you've put your efforts into and keep going. Build on that, because this really is about moving forward towards your happiness. There's forward movement here if you come away from this Five of Wands energy. So listening to other people, don't let other people, put doubts in your head here, and really come away and think about it yourself. And you will get, your intuition will guide you here, because this is about being honest with yourself and looking at the situation more clearly, because you have got the ability here and the skills to move this on towards happier times. Now, if you're positive about this and serious about it, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, somebody could come in here that could help you, that's kind and supports you. So that's what I'm saying. Don't let other people talk you out of things. Be around the people that you can trust here on this, within this situation. And because I do think that you have the ability and the strength here to bring in this beautiful Empress energy and this Ten of Cups. Now, Ten of Cups energy we have to be in alignment with. So don't doubt your abilities to be able to do that. Don't doubt that people are around you that could support you at this time, because the overall central energy for this reading is the Empress energy. And this is treating yourself with respect. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's love, it's rejuvenation, rebirth. I do think that there's something here that needs to be kick-started. Now, this could be pregnancy for some people to expand your family, or it could be trying something again. You know what I mean? But there's definitely, I get the feel here that it's going to take courage to keep going. But I do believe that you have what it takes here. Okay, I hope this helps. I am going to do Capricorn now. Okay, we'll just get rid of this. And I will do Capricorn. I'll get rid of these cards. Okay, Capricorn, hello, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing okay. Now, this is advice from your spirit guides, so I'm going to take the guidance first, and then we'll get an animal card to get the overall feel for the reading. Now, we've got the Eight of Cups here, the Eight of Pentacles, 2 eights, the King of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and this is coming out a lot in these readings, definitely. The overall central energy is the World card, Hermit energy, which is Virgo energy, Intuition card, High Priestess, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Now, I'll just get an animal card, like I say here, to just guide us through this. Lion, Higher Calling. Lion, Higher Calling. And it says here, you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So this is about you, your soul tribe. It could be your family here. This is making wise choices. Now, there is something here that is not, you're not happy with. So there's something missing in your life here. Now, this really is about a time of reflection. It's about being wise, like we said earlier there, about the choices you're making. And you have to understand if things are coming up here, you've got the wisdom and the experience to make the right decisions, to gain the enlightenment you need. But sometimes what we need to do is, if something's not fulfilling us anymore, then we need to look at a time of reflection, take ourselves away and look within. Because your wisdom, we've all got the wisdom to know what this means. Now, this can be honest, being honest with yourself here. If there's something missing, something not going the way you would like. So use the wisdom. This person here has climbed a mountain, but they've got there, and it can feel like that. And it's about coming out the other side and going towards wish fulfillment here. So there needs to be an acceptance here, and be honest with yourself that there's something missing in your life here. Now, or a situation in your life. Now, this really is leading to a new chapter in your life. There's a new chapter that's starting. And you have to look at your options at times. You have to listen to your intuition here. Because when you take yourself away into the quiet, you'll be able to connect in with your intuition, and you'll be able to see the choices that are available for you. Now, this can be an overwhelming time as well, because when we're going through a portal, when we go through it, we can't go back. So there's choices going to have to be made, wise choices, and you have got the wisdom to make them. So don't worry about your future in that sense. This could be to do with your stability as well. It could be financial, because we're talking about families here, your soul tribe members. This could be about financial security. So there's a new situation starting with that. So we don't want old habits that didn't work for us here. We don't want to be holding on to ideas that didn't work. We want to create that stable, make courageous decisions, strong decisions to bring in that security that we're needing. Now, if it's not your finances, it could be to do with your job. So we need to get yourself into a job that is going to provide money. If we're not happy in it, we need to be looking for another one. It could be your home life, your relationships. It could affect your finances. So new chapters definitely starting. You're being put through this portal and new chapters are ready to start. So the end of some type of life cycle and the starting of something new. And the secret to this is to be focused and to work hard and get your head down. Because anything that's to do with Pentacles is to do with anything that's tangible in your life. You know, everyday things that affect us. So this new chapter could be affecting one or more areas of your life. So finances, jobs, your home, it all interacts, your relationships. So it's about getting focused to bring the stability back. It's about using wisdom here. Listen to your intuition. Creating stability for you and your family in the future here by looking at options. How am I going to do this? How am I going to go forward? And trust and believing that you can improve your situation, whatever this may be for you. Now, you have the skills to do it, most definitely, and you have the wisdom to do it. And what we need to be doing is we need to be making these wise decisions from an emotionally stable place. There's lots of cups here. You know, we need to be emotionally stable when we're making these decisions. And this could also be people supporting you at this time. Soul tribe members, your family. We're talking about family here. Friends, good lovers, good bosses, whatever it may be here. It's about being around the right people at this time that care for you and you can trust, most definitely. But when you're being wise, when you're showing wisdom and making these decisions about your stability, we need to be doing it from an emotionally stable place. That's highly important in this case. And what we end up doing is we go towards our wish fulfillment because we're making good, sensible decisions. We're listening to our intuition and we can bring in a lot of blessings that you might not see at this time. You might not be able to see these blessings at this time because they're in the 5D world. But if you're aligning with your own happiness and you're making sensible decisions for you and your family or your soul tribe, these blessings will come in for you. Okay, hope that helps, Capricorn. I am going to do Pisces now. Pisces. We'll just pop these back in here. There we go. There we are. Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. And if this resonates, please like, share and subscribe. This is advice from your spirit guides. So I'm going to take the tarot first to see what the guidance is about briefly. And we'll take an animal spirit message to get the overall feel for the reading. And we have got the Page of Cups here. Pages are the starts of new things. The Knight of Wands, which is going forward, knights are movement. The Eight of Swords. The Death card, which is Scorpio energy. The overall central energy is the Emperor energy, which is Aries energy. We have the Two of Swords here. This is coming out a lot in these readings. The Ace of Swords. The Ten of Cups. This has came out a good few times as well. I like to see that. And the Lover's card. It's coming out as well. But for me, this is choices. There's choices that need to be made here. Decisions. So let's go and take an overall feel for this. And we have Wolf, Pathfinder. Pathfinder. And what the spirit advice here is, release your past and start on a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. So this really is about you starting on something new here and having the courage to do so. And what we've got here is we have got the Change card. We've got and this is the Death card. So out with the old and in with the new. Now, I wouldn't always say that here, but I do feel that that is the energy for this reading. I do feel that you're overthinking things here. And you really need to be tuning into your intuition. So don't overthink this because you won't be able to connect in with it. You're getting in your own road here when it comes to a decision that needs to be made. Now, it could be that you can't make it because you're overthinking it, but this choice needs to be made about how you're going to go forward, most definitely, because there's change needed. We need to get onto a new path now. So don't be putting this off. It can be that you could get some advice from somebody if that's what's needed, somebody who is very established here, but decisions need to be made and overthinking it is not going to solve this. So the spirit advice here is to make the decision here, connect in with your intuition, listen to your heart, most definitely, start to think about your own happiness here and really start to take control of your life and how you're going to, shape it, really. Now, this is somebody who can build an empire for themselves, but they're at one with everything they're doing. They're disciplined, they're enthusiastic, they are in control. They're taking control. So this decision that you're making will put you in the driving seat. You'll be able to take control of your situation here and start to go towards something really, really tremendous. Now, the choices you make, this is about getting advice. Like I say, this could be clarity coming in. If you let go the overthinking and tune in with your intuition and trust the journey and accept that it's time for something new, the news, the clarity will come forward, because this is success in a mental sense. I know exactly what I need to be doing now. I can see this now. My intuition is telling me what I need to be doing. So I'm ready to make the decision now to move forward and change things. It's something new. You're enlightened. You're starting to see clearly, and you're starting to go down the path towards your own happiness. So what is going to make you happy is what we're talking about here. And what happens is you start to move forward with passion again. Your heart is singing, you're passionate about life, you're going forward. In fact, if you make this decision to go down a new path, things will change quite quickly. So there's no pentacles on this table. It's all mental energy and emotional energy that we're talking about here. And this is passion. So we're talking about passion. So whatever this is about your head and your heart aligning. This is you coming into alignment with yourself and understanding that you want to do something that you're excited about. We need to get the excitement back. We need a new journey. We need to start something new. Now, this could also be that you need to make a decision over somebody who's been very controlling and very charismatic in your life. You can have a boss here who's very, promising you the earth and never comes up with it. You could have a partner here that, that lets you down all the time. Somebody you're attracted to, somebody that you look up to might not be turning out to be the person that you believe they were. So really, you need to think about that as well, because it's your own happiness we're talking about, not anybody else's. And we can only control our own lives. We can't control other people's here. This is about you controlling, taking control. And then when we do, and we're passionate again, and we're following our heart here, we're starting to build something and starting to feel happy again. We start to align with our blessings. And this is blessings after time of challenges. So there's lots of blessings out there for you, but this is time for change. Make that decision to change things, to get on that new path. It could make ways for new lovers. If it's a relationship you're looking for, people you can look up to, the right people will start to show up for you. But it's important that you make this decision. I hope this helps. Right, Cancer. I'm going to do Cancer now. We'll pop these away. These back in. There we go. Hello, Cancer. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel. If this resonates, any of it, please like, share and subscribe. Now, what we have is we are going to get advice from your spirit guides. So I'm going to take some tarot to start with, get the advice, and then we'll get an animal spirit card for the overall feel of the reading. And we have the Fool, the Six of Swords. Sixes are forward movement. The Seven of Swords. The Four of Swords. There's a lot of mental energy here and learning. The Three of Swords. It's overall central energy for the reading. This has come out in nearly every reading, the Lover's card. This is choices, it's Gemini energy. The Hermit, which is Virgo energy. The Knight of Wands, that's forward movement, that's good. And the Queen of Wands. So we'll just take a card here. I can see how this is shaping up. We'll take a card for the overall feel for the reading. This one. Frog Prosperity. Frog Prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop onto this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune awaits you. Now, that's exactly what I'm seeing on this table. But what we'll talk about first is we'll talk about this type of energy here. So the overall central energy is that you are upset. There's different degrees of this card. It could be that there's been deception. Somebody's let you down. It could be environments you're in that are not suiting your traditional values. Anything here that's uncomfortable we're talking about. Now, the Three of Swords, it could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It could be any type of relationship here. This is a temporary place that you're in. The clouds do clear. And always remember that this is experience in life. You can take what you want from this and use it towards your advantage. So you can see this person here is taking these swords away. They're turning their back on this and they've had enough. So that's really what we're talking about here. We need to get onto a more prosperous path. Now, this could cause you need to review things. You need to take time out for yourself here. Don't be hard on yourself. It can be that you've been through illness as well. Some people, it's caused illness with you. And it's time to pamper yourself and be kind to yourself and do things that you enjoy. But it's definitely time for rest and rejuvenation. There's a healing feeling about this reading for me. There's a time of reflection. It's a time to sit back and reflect on what you've been through. Don't dwell on it, but reflect it and use it to your advantage. It can be a brainstorming card and a problem-solving card. And this here is your Hermit energy. Now, the Hermit is someone who takes themselves away on their own, been through a lot of challenges, and sits in the quiet and reviews things. So these two cards together is really what's needed for you. You need to take yourself away and think about it, because we need to use these experiences and we need to use them to our advantage from the prospect of prosperity in your life in every sense. So the Hermit energy is somebody who has gained a lot of experience. They've got the wisdom. The answers are within you. So that's why it's important that you pamper yourself and take time out and rest here and reflect, because you've got the wisdom. You've been through the experiences and you have got all the wisdom that's needed here to resolve this situation and to get yourself onto a more prosperous path here. And what we're talking about here is we're talking about starting brand new. Now, there can be a fear aspect to this because there's a risk to it. But if you never risk, you never live. You know, the wisdom that time you've reflect and you've made these choices, we don't need to know. That's where the fear comes from. You see, the fear comes from not knowing what's going to happen next week, 2 weeks, 6 months. We don't need to know all that. We just need to get ourselves onto that more prosperous path. And we need to be prepared to take that leap of faith and trust that the universe and spirit is going to support you today. And that is what they're talking about. You will be supported here. Now, the thing about this leap of faith is we travel light. We don't take all our nonsense with us. We don't take our baggage with us. We don't take our mental stress with us. This is brand new, starting from ground zero. And what happens is, as you start going through this, you will start to get the clarity you need when you start the journey. Things will start to become clearer. You're coming out of this mental mire that you've been in, this emotional mental mire you've been in, and you're starting to come in from the choppy waters into calmer waters. And then what happens here is we go forward with vigour. And this has been passionate. This is going forward. We've got our mojo back. We're passionate about what we're investing our time into. And there's the forward movement. And this is you here. You know, this is you here being attractive and being creative, enjoying life again. It's somebody, this queen is someone who believes in their talents and their abilities to make their life prosperous. It's as simple as that. And you've got that. And when you're in this beautiful energy, you're attractive. And what happens is you become attractive prospects for jobs, partnerships, you know, whatever this may be. If it's a romantic relationship you're looking for and there's been heartbreak, but you're still wanting to be involved in a relationship, that can start again. As long as you use the lessons you've learned, you've reviewed your situation and you make choices, wiser choices for your future. So wands are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It doesn't have to be, but this is people that can come forward as well. So you could be attracted to somebody, they could be attracted to you. It could be romantic, it could be business partnerships, people going on courses, the right housemate, whatever it may be for you, the right job. But we really need to be here, getting ourselves onto a new path so that we can prosper. Okay, I hope this helps, Cancer. I'm going to do Scorpio now. Just get rid of these. I'll pop these back in here. Put them in. There we go. There we are now. Hello, Scorpio. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel. If any of this resonates, please like, share and subscribe. Now, this is going to be advice from your spirit guides, so I'm going to take the tarot first to see what the guidance is, and then we'll get an animal card to get an overall feel for the reading. And we're starting off beautifully with the 10 of Pentacles. We'll see what the overall central energy is as well. The 4 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Beautiful 4 of Wands. And that's what I had the feeling. The Death card, Scorpio energy, I wanted to know what the overall central energy was there. 10 of Swords, yeah. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Now, Knights are forward movement, so that's great. There's 3 Knights on the table and a King of Swords. So we've got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So there is forward movement here. So we'll just take an overall guidance card for clarity, and we have Snow Leopard, self-reliance. Snow Leopard, self-reliance. And what the advice here is, you are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Now, what we're going to say here is, we need to put an end to the mental anguish that's going on with you. So it could be backstabbing, it could be mental stress and strains, whatever is causing this needs to end now. And that's what Spirit's advice is today. Now, we need to change this. Something needs to change here. So we need to let go of whatever is causing this worry or this mental anguish. Now, it can be that we're not happy, we're bored with what we're doing, there's apathy here, boredom, we're fed up. Now, when we're in this energy of apathy, it can be that we can miss opportunities and blessings that are coming in. So if there's something here that's boring the pants off you, we really need to change this. So trust and believe that there is actually other opportunities out there for you. So think about this seriously, because we don't want to be missing out on opportunities for happiness. So we need to change this. There's something in your life that needs to change. So we need to start to think about here, what's going to make you happy? How do I move forward towards my happiness? What am I going to be passionate about here? What makes me passionate? Is there something I could be doing to make myself, enjoy things better? So if I'm bored in my job, I'm bored in my relationship, I'm not enjoying where I'm living, it's all that type of thing, then we need to look at these situations, because Spirit's advice is you should be enjoying life, you should be happy in what you're doing, and we need to get you onto that path. So there's definitely a change that's needed of some sort. Now, if we let go of this mental energy and anguish and despair and whatever's causing this, we start to tune in with our intuition and be honest with ourselves about things, we can start to move forward and we start to get clarity. Excuse me. We can start to get clarity. We start to see clearer and we can move things on. Most definitely. Now, this could be advice that we're needing. It could be a serious talk we're needing with someone. The advice could be professional advice. It could be a doctor, a lawyer, a financier, financial advisor, anybody. But it could be somebody we just trust that has a clear head and can give you good advice. So whether it be professional or otherwise, or whether it's you needing to speak up and be honest about things that I'm bored in this, there's no enjoyment in it anymore, that's really what we need to be doing. And if you face that and you admit that to yourself, things will start to move forward and you'll start to get the clarity you need to move on. And what we do is we bring in success and victory. Now, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands is something that we need to work on to achieve. It's triumphant success, most definitely. But it also can be that you're fed up. I'm going to say for some of you it could be marriage, but I mean, you might be fed up, long distance relationships. You might be fed up, meeting up every night. It might be that you need to it's causing stress in your relationship. You need to actually have that talk and you need to get under the same roof. So it can be that sort of thing as well for some people. But this really is about becoming enlightened into what it is that you're going to be passionate about, invest your time in, and it means that there's going to be success from it. So change is needed, definitely. We can bring in this Ten of Pentacles, but we need to focus and work on things. Now, Ten of Pentacles can be financial. So if there's been things that you're going on that's causing you financial stress and worry, and you're fed up with that, it's time to maybe be looking for other jobs or how we deal with our finances. Abundance doesn't just mean finances, though, it means the right people. So every area of your life, enjoying your home life, enjoying your job, enjoying the people you're around. It can affect one situation in your life, can affect all the other situations. So if we get it right with this situation that's causing this, and we make the necessary intelligent decisions or get the right advice here, we can definitely move this on towards a more abundant path and start to work on things to bring stability and abundance in. And you'll be happy with it and you'll be passionate about it. And that's how we align with the tens in the tarot deck. Okay, I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. Now I'm going to do Leo. I'm now going to do Leo. So we'll pop these in to this pack here. Here we go. Right, hello Leo, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. This is advice from your spirit guides, so I'm going to take the tarot. If any of it resonates, please like, share and subscribe. We will get an animal message for the overall feel of the reading, but the guidance at the moment is going to be this. So this is Libra energy, the Justice card. The Lovers, this has came out in nearly every one I've done, that's choices. Gemini energy, there's the Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, and this has came out quite a few times as well, the Seven of Swords. The Death card, Scorpio energy here. The King of Swords, that's came out a few times, so is the Death card. And the Ten of Wands. Okay, now I'll take an animal message just to get a bit more clarity here, more specific. So Spirit, what is it you want to talk about? Dragonfly magic. We want to talk about magic. And what we're saying here is, I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. And this is about trusting and believing in yourself now. So the overall central energy for this reading is the Ten of Cups. Now, this is about something missing in your life. Now, this could come to light because there's been somebody who has been lying, cheating, or deceiving you. Or it can be that you're starting to realise that things are not the way you would like them. So anything that's making you uncomfortable here, most definitely. So there could have been things here that we're bored with, we're fed up with. Now, if we're in this energy of boredom and apathy, it makes it very difficult to connect in with your intuition, and it makes it difficult to recognise any blessing that may come along. So we need to believe and trust in ourselves that there's better things out there for you. And we can change this. We can transform this situation into something better. Now, change can be, this card can be out with the old and in with the new. And I feel that that is the meaning for this reading. Because I do feel here that you've got to be honest with yourself now. And and you have to say, this isn't working out. There's something missing for me here. I'm bored. It's not going to go any further. I'm not excited about this anymore. I need to really be honest with myself. This is uncomfortable now, or they've deceived me once too often, or let me down. A person's let you down once too often, whatever this may be for you, because there has been challenging times here. You went through a challenging time, and what Spirit's saying now, this is time for change. It's time to lay down your burdens, whatever this is. So these challenges are wisdom. You've been through challenges, but they're all karmic lessons that you've learned here. And Spirit is saying you've been through enough now. You've got the wisdom to lay these burdens down. And you can see this guy's back's broken. It's not gender specific. This person's back is broken here. And it's how we carry these burdens. So it could be that you're taking on too much, you're feeling everything's too heavy now, it's not going the way you want. So we really need to lay these burdens down, and we need to make choices here. The choice card about how you're going to do this. Now, it can be that you need to seek professional advice, legal advice, financial advice, whatever this may be. It might be that you need to go and speak to a careers advisor, whatever it may be. But this is about you. This could be a person, so it could be Leo, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It doesn't have to be. But this could be you getting the mental clarity you need because you're ready to change. You've come out of that boredom. You're accepting the situation for what it is. And I need to now believe and bring magic back into my life. I need to make the right choices here. So this could be you having that conversation. It could be you starting to see clearly because you're listening to your intuition now. You're using the wisdom that you've learned. You're learning this isn't for you anymore. And it's important that we understand that when we're learning what isn't for us, we're learning what is. So if it's not for you, what is for you? So you might have to speak up as well. But that clarity starts to come in. Definitely, that mental clarity definitely starts to come in. And the Wheel of Fortune will turn in your favour. Good luck would be on your side. So, with the choices that you make. And what we're being reminded here as well is that what you put into things, you get out of it. And karmic justice exists. So if you're happy, you will attract unhappiness. What you put into things, you'll get back. And if there's a legal situation here, there'll be a fair outcome for everybody involved, if it's settlements, whatever it may be. But keep your karma right. Don't be dishing out punishments. The universe will do that itself. Okay, so lots of good things coming in, but we really need to work on and be honest with ourselves about what's missing here. And that will help you lay down these burdens. Okay, I hope this helps. I am going to do Aries now. We'll just pop that over there. And we will do Aries. Put them back in. There we go. Right. Hello Aries, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. If this resonates, any of it, please like, share and subscribe. Now this is going to be advice from your spirit guides. So I'm going to take the tarot first to just get a wee insight into the advice. Then we'll take an animal spirit card for the overall feeling for the reading. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, the Page of Cups, the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Two of Cups, sorry, I keep saying the two, it's the Lover's card, which is choices. This has come out in so many of these readings. The overall central energy is the choices. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Now, fives are changes for me, so there's changes needed here. This has come out a few times as well. The Four of Cups and the Three of Swords has come out as well a few times. So what we'll do is we'll take just an animal spirit guide message to just get more specific advice. Elk nobility. Elk nobility. And Spirit is advising, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Now, the reason that that's coming out here is because we've got the disappointment card here. Now, this could be heartache. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's disappointment in any area of your life. Upsets of any kind. The thing I will say about this is it's a temporary place that you're in. The clouds clear and tomorrow is another day. This does not last, this type of energy. Time will move it on. Now, we have got fives, and we are talking about celebrate your accomplishments with humility. Now, this here is a card where we're in a place of lack. So we're not actually celebrating our strengths. We're more focused on our weaknesses. And we don't want to be in that energy, or we'll just attract more of that in. You could get help from people as well. If it's not, you could get advice from someone, or you could get support from someone. But what we need to be doing is we need to let the past go. You need to look at what you've achieved just now and the amount of success you've got in your life. And when you start to focus on that, you'll start to move on. So this really is about believing in your ability as well for new things to come in. And something comes into your life here, definitely don't miss out, because being in this Five of Pentacles energy and with this Four of Cups energy, which is an apathy energy, bored energy, lack of, excitement for life, you can miss opportunities that are being presented to you. So you don't want to miss out on opportunities either for staying in this energy. So focus on what you've got in the present and how you can build things to go forward after what has been an upsetting time, definitely. Now, this here is about you. You don't want to be saying to yourself, should I, shouldn't I? Because that's what this card can mean. That needs to change. We don't want to worry about competition. We don't want to be around people, get dragged into other people's arguments and petty squabbles here. People can give you advice, but really what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to listen to your own intuition here and make your own choices. So we need to really get our mojo back here. We need to trust and believe in our ability to build more stability for ourselves, definitely after disappointing times. And we don't want to be in a place of not considering our blessings. Now, this as well can be like, if something shows up, it might not show up in the way you envisage it to be. So a job might not have appealed to you, but actually when you really look below the surface, there might be more to it than you realise. So sometimes things don't always show up in the shape and form that we would envisage, but that doesn't mean to say that it's not meant for you. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth here, because that's, you could be turning away something that could turn out to be really good for you if you have a closer look at it as well. Now, the overall central energy is choices, making choices to do that, choosing to move away from disappointments and choosing to think about your own happiness and to go onto that path. So follow your heart here, listen to your intuition, most definitely. Could be the start of a new path towards happiness. So always remember about what you've achieved, how far you've come, what you've built up so far, because you have got the ability here to create something brand new. Now, this could be if you've lost jobs, it could be that you're going on a course. This King of Wands is someone, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this could be you, you're enthusiastic, you do believe here. This is believing in your ability to create something wonderful that you're passionate about. And this is about taking the action to do it. Kings are somebody who believes and trusts in their abilities to create. So this is you creating something new, getting onto that path of happiness here, looking at your options. Now, this could also be a sideline. You could be starting up something on the side that you're excited about, a new hobby. You could be learning a new language. This could be you starting up your own business. So whatever it is here, it's about trusting and believing your abilities here to build on what you already have, despite the disappointments you've been through. And what happens is you work on these things. And this Queen is someone who's focused on that pentacle. And anything in your life, when we talk about the tarot, we talk about pentacles. This is focus. You need to work on things. So if you're focused, you trust and believe in your own abilities here to build on what you have, regardless of what's happened, then you can build a lot of security for yourself here, a lot of home comforts. Now, this could also be somebody coming in who's very secure and stable that helps you. And Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And what happens there, this is somebody who's very caring and maternal. So it could be your mum, it could be a good friend, somebody, a granny, auntie, somebody who's very maternal as well. And this leads to a lot of happiness and joy. So if you're, disappointed, this can be saying there could be celebrations coming up as well. So go out with friends, enjoy yourself. It's time to have a bit of fun here. And it's time to really come into the present and think about what you've built so far. You've come this far and you can continue to build great security for your future. You've got the skills. Okay, I hope this helps. Right, I am going to do Sagittarius now. Sagittarius. And there we go. Hello Sagittarius, I hope you're all doing well. If this resonates with you at all, any bit of it, please like, share and subscribe. And this is advice from your spirit guides. So I'm going to take the guidance here first to get a feel for it, and then we'll take an animal message to get a more focused view. So this is the Five of Pentacles here. Fives of change. The Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. Knights are movement. He's the only knight that doesn't move. The Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Swords here. The overall central energy is the King of Pentacles. So we've got two kings on the table. Page of Wands. This card's coming out repeatedly in these readings. The Two of Swords. The Moon energy. And the Scorpio card has come out as well. Scorpio is the Death card. And we'll just take an overall animal message here to focus the reading. And the advice comes from dear and love. Dear and love. So the spiritual guidance is, be gentle on yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. And the reason that's coming out here is because we have the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is crying over something that's in the past, being upset about it, holding on to it. And fives are change, so this needs to change because we need to make a decision to let this go. If it's in the past, it was never meant for you anyway. There's something better out there for you. So it's about caring for yourself and understanding that you deserve better here. So let the past go. Let the past disappointments go and come into the present and focus on the blessings that you do have. There needs to be that, you need to make that decision here. There's a decision that needs to be made, and it can be quite a scary decision. You might be putting it off. There's fear attached to it because we can't see how this is going to work out. This is a time for change and transformation. So you need to, don't be hard on yourself if you've made the wrong choices here. This is about looking to the future. It's about transforming things. This is about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The moon turns into the sun. It's about listening to your intuition, taking your time to make a decision that really needs to be made to transform things and bring change in that's needed. So don't be frightened of this. These decisions need to be made. This really, the way to help yourself with this decision is to gather the information, research things, look into situations. Now, this could be to do with work, finances, relationships, or environments because it's Pentacles. So it's a decision here that's going to affect your everyday life. But the Knight of Pentacles isn't somebody who rushes into anything. You can take your time about this. It's about getting excited about life again, getting onto that path after disappointments, letting it go, coming into the present, listening to your intuition and deciding how you want to proceed with your own life. Now, if you're signing new contracts or it's any new jobs, please look at the small print, do your homework, do the due diligence that's needed here, dot your I's and stroke your T's. And once you look into things and research things, that can give you the confidence to make the decision that's needed. And it will put you on a more productive path. So we're letting go of the emotional side of things now. We're letting the disappointments go, and pages are the starts of new ideas coming to you. Once you let these emotions go, you'll be able to see clearly and you'll be able to get your mojo back. You're thinking about now how you're going to proceed. Now, wands are enthusiasm. They're about being enthusiastic about life. It's about enthusiasm, about the choices you're making. So look into things here. Think about what you'd love to do. There's something here that the reason these disappointments have happened is so that you can get on a path that you're going to enjoy. So what we need to be doing is we need to be determined here to make the changes. We need to be determined. We have to believe that you have the ability to stand your ground and make this grow. You can do this. You've got the upper hand. The reason that you get the upper hand is because you've done the research and because you know that what you're doing now is going to make you happy. You're enthusiastic about things again. So you might have to stand your ground. You might have to speak up for yourself, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And that might be to do with the choices that you're making as well. And this will put you in this King of Cups energy. Now, the King of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally stable. So when we're making these choices, we want to be coming from an emotionally stable place. This could be people showing up that love and care for you, that could support you. It could be a new boss, a good boss that helps you, a lover that helps you, a family member that helps you, a good friend that helps you. It's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. Or this could be you. But there's something here that needs to change in a decision that has to be made. And it's difficult because there's something here that's caused you disappointment in the past. And it needs to be dealt with now. And what happens is, the overall energy is that you start to build the stability and security that you desire for yourself. Now, there's work needed and there's going to be things that need to be done here to bring this about. But the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very secure in their environment. They create the security they desire. They're financially secure. You could end up being promoted in a job if that's the case. You might decide that you want to go on a course here and expand your skill set. Anything like that, if you're disappointed in your job. I'm just giving you examples. Financial plans. But this is about working on whatever your desire is and being able to focus on it and give it your best shot. And this is what you start to build. So whatever it is here that you're putting off, the decision you're putting off making because you're not sure how it will proceed, that's not enough to stop you doing it. It shouldn't stop you doing it. There's change that needs to be made here. So, don't blame yourself for things. These are changes that are necessary in life to move you forward onto the path that you desire. Okay, right. I'm going to do a general reading for everybody and see what comes out. We'll pop these back in here. There we go. Hello, everyone. This is a general reading. Hopefully you're personal readings did resonate. But if not, we've got spiritual guidance here. So this is advice from your spirit guides. And we'll get the advice first. So we've got the Five of Wands here, the Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, that's success. So there is success here. Fives are change. Another success card, the Six of Wands. The overall central energy is the Devil energy, which is Capricorn energy. The Ten of Swords. Leo is the Strength card, Leo energy. The Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. There's lots, 3 major arcanas here. And the Moon. Now, the overall energy, we'll get a wee animal message, spirit message, advice message here. And we have Black Jaguar Old Soul. Black Jaguar Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So this is about following your heart, getting the outcome that you desire here. So the overall central energy for this reading is Capricorn energy, which is the Devil card. Now, the Devil is toxic situations, environments, habits. It can be habits that you've got adopted for yourself here that are not serving you. It could be toxic relationships, anything that you feel chained to that's not serving you. So we need to be looking at this energy very closely now, because this can also be the little voice in your shoulder that's telling you that you can't do something. So lack of self-confidence can be in this as well. And low self-esteem can be part of all this as well, because there's something here that needs to end. And it's a mental draining energy. It's whether it's been stabbed in the back by someone or let down by someone, or feeling that you're end of the road, you're mentally drained with whatever this Devil energy represents for you. It's time to lay this to rest. Now, this can be quite scary. You might not know. There can be a fear attached to this, especially if it's a situation that's been going for a long time and you need to make decisions about this. But there's certainly courage that's needed and confidence that's needed to deal with this situation, most definitely. But we don't need to have all the answers. We just need to start the journey to get away from this stressful situation or these stressful habits that are not serving you well. Stressful people. Because what we need to be doing is we need to be not doubting ourselves. We don't need to question what intuition is telling us here. You're being told that you can create whatever you desire, and we can, and you have to trust and believe that the universe will support you to do that. So we don't want to be doubting our ability. This can be, again, a doubting card. Should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I, all that type of thing. We don't want to be totally influenced by other people. We can listen to other people's advice, but ultimately you need to make your own choices. You're the only person that can do this. We don't want to be getting drawn into conflict over it. We don't want to be antagonising situations over it. We don't want to be arguing with anybody over it. We want to be coming away from that, and we want to be making the changes that's needed for yourself here. And this really is about working with your confidence, definitely. Now, when we do that and we listen to our intuition, we move forward. Now, we don't want to be holding on to things that we need to let go. And I really feel that that's what this is saying here. Don't hold on to toxic relationships because we've been in them for ages. Toxic jobs, the environments that don't suit you because we've been there. And, I understand that jobs can give you security, but sometimes your security can become your rut. So don't be holding on to things that need to go. Most definitely not. When we let them go and we're prepared to take that step forward, we start to move towards success. So you're going to go from the 5 because you're making the necessary changes and you're making the right decisions for yourself here, and you will go forward towards success and victory. And this is a battle that you've been through. There's no doubt about this. But you're coming out the other end because you're prepared to move away from whatever is causing the mental anguish. And this really is about success. People will respect you for the choices you're making. There can be public recognition as well, depending on what this situation is all about. Somebody could be thanking you at the end of the day for the decisions that you've made, because if you're making good decisions for yourself, that will help other people and it could release other people as well. So success there coming in, definitely. Now, we're not saying that isn't a fear factor for how it will pan out, but there's definitely courage needed. It's about being courageous and having the confidence to do what's needed here. And if you've got the courage and confidence, think how far you've come. That helps as well. You've been through situations before and you've survived them. That can help with your self-esteem and self-worth and the courageous side of you. So you've got the strength, and we're always stronger than we give ourselves credit for. And what we end up doing is we end up bringing balance into our life. Now, this is another reward card. You know, if you're giving too much of yourself, it doesn't work out. You need to be in situations where there's equal give and take, which is why, if it's not happening, this is why the mental stress is happening here. This is why you're feeling trapped. If it's a case that's financial and you're overspending, you might need a financial plan. So you can get advice on that. It can be that, you know, if you're in a toxic work relationship, work environment or toxic relationship, then we need to understand that we need to be enjoying our work. Our skills need to be, respected here. Same in a relationship. There should be equal give and take. You shouldn't be doing all the work. You know, you shouldn't be making all the effort. Now, if this is something that you're indulging in yourself personally, then we need to look at the habits, because we need to balance these things out, and we need to adopt, more habits that suit our lifestyle better. Now, this could be you overworking as well and not having a good work-life balance. You know, it could be having too much of a social life, burning the candle at both ends. So you need to find that balance again, because it can affect your mental health, your mental well-being, most definitely. Because what Spirit is saying here, the advice is that we should be enjoying life and bringing that balance in. So this takes patience and time. It doesn't happen overnight. So you might have to be patient with yourself and others here, because it's a major arcana card. But we need to balance out our emotions with regards to this, because we've got fire and we've got water. And the Devil card is fire. You can see the fire here. So we need to, if we're, angry or frustrated about something, then we need to really be addressing it. And we need to find that better balance within ourselves that will help with our mental stability and anxiety. Okay, I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. If there's other messages on the channel as well that might suit you better. Bye-bye now.